Is it time to buy or sell Palantir stock? In this video, we will explore Palantir in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and now we are here to offer you a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Take advantage of the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 15th of April, 2025, our system has ranked Palantir as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.62. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have enjoyed an impressive gain of 18.09% since we first listed Palantir as a buy candidate 12 days ago. This translates to an average return of 1.51% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term. This situation often presents an appealing selling opportunity for short-term traders. As a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated, a breakout above the top trend line at $120.29 would initially suggest a slower rate of decline and might serve as the first indication of a potential trend shift. The existing 3-month trend indicates a possible change of approximately negative 4.13% over the next 3 months, with a potential return ranging from negative 40.20% to negative 0.759%. In terms of the longer view, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of 190.13%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between 101.82% and 259.39% over the next year. In practical terms, this would imply a future price range between $234.51 and $417.62. Our latest daily update for Palantir brings you the headline, Palantir stock downgraded to buy candidate. The Palantir stock price experienced a decline of 1.89% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025. It fell from $118.44 to $116.20. During that trading session, the stock fluctuated by 3.61%, reaching a low of $116 and a high of $120.19. Notably, the price has risen in 8 of the last 10 days and has increased by 25.34% over the past 2 weeks. Interestingly, the trading volume also decreased alongside the stock price, which can be seen as a positive indicator since volume typically follows stock movement. On the last trading day, the volume fell by 19 million shares, resulting in a total of 89 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $10.40 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the stock reached a peak price of $125.41, while the lowest price recorded was $20.50. Currently, the price stands 7.34% or $9.21 below the 52-week high of $125.41, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. Palantir Technologies is generating notable attention as we move forward with its first quarter earnings announcement. The company is poised to exceed expectations, supported by its vital role in defense and enterprise artificial intelligence, which solidifies its standing in a competitive tech landscape. Despite the current volatility seen across the tech sector, Palantir's strong deal flow and strategic partnerships hint at continued growth. Even amid broader economic concerns, interestingly, some analysts are urging caution before the earnings release, cautioning that while a positive surprise may be expected, guidance on future performance remains critical. The introduction of its AIP system has driven growth in its commercial unit and created a more favorable outlook, challenging previously held bearish perspectives. Market sentiment also shows an inclination for recovery among major tech stocks, including Palantir, indicating positive pre-market trading activity. This suggests a potential upward trend in the short term as investors digest upcoming earnings and the implications of the company's strategic moves in artificial intelligence. Looking ahead, Palantir's adaptability and robust cash flow position it as an appealing long-term investment. Despite its premium valuation, its deep ties to government contracts and strength in artificial intelligence innovation could justify a considerable upside in valuation as it continues to align with growing market demands. Overall, while fluctuations are expected due to market conditions, Palantir's fundamentals and strategic relevance provide a strong foundation for both short and long-term investor confidence. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 4th of April, 2025, it was reported that Loop Capital Markets assigned PLTR a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 5th of March, 2025, it was reported that William Blair rated PLTR as market perform with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 12th of February, 2025, it was reported that Bank of America Securities gave PLTR a buy grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 4th of February, 2025, it was reported that UBS rated PLTR as neutral with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 4th of February, 2025, it was reported that RBC Capital assigned PLTR an underperform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to Palantir stock. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio also as strong sell. However, when it comes to return on investment, analysts have given the stock a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Palantir. The Palantir stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Notably, a general buy signal arises from the relationship between these two indicators, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support can be expected from the levels at $112.39 and $92.87. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been noted, which could impact the near-term development. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and thus far, the stock has declined by 1.89%. Further decreases are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. On the last trading day, volume decreased alongside the price, which mitigates overall risk, since volume typically aligns with price movements. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots signaled a sell 2 days ago. Bollinger Bands provided a buy signal 28 days ago. Short-term moving average issued a sell signal 10 days ago. Long-term moving average signaled a buy 17 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 13 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average signaled a buy 17 days ago. Long-term moving average also indicated a buy 17 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages provided a buy signal 217 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Palantir. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $106.26 and $103.83. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as a break below this point could lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, Palantir finds support just below today's level at $106.26. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $103.83 and $92.01. This stock may experience significant movements throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and with a wide prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is classified as very high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $4.19 between its high and low, reflecting a 3.61% change. For the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 5.06%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Palantir, let's quickly review some important fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This significant metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. This notably high PE ratio suggests that the stock might be overvalued. However, it is quite common for technology companies or those with substantial market potential to exhibit such high ratios. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 5th of May, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 13 cents. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Palantir. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Palantir is at 116.66. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Palantir encounters its first support level at 106.26. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Palantir from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now let's review some recent insider trades. On the 22nd of April, 2025, Taylor Ryan D. made an insider purchase of 323,334 shares of stock appreciation rights. On the same day, Glazer David A. also made an insider purchase of 323,334 shares of stock appreciation rights. On the 3rd of April, 2025, Stat Lauren Elena Friedman sold 800 shares of Class A common stock as an insider. On the 1st of April, 2025, Moore Alexander D. sold 3,600 shares of Class A common stock as an insider. Again, on the 1st of April, 2025, Moore Alexander D. sold 9,588 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 35.856. Overall, insiders acquired 4,952,841 shares and disposed of 10,649,730 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $111.37, which reflects a decrease of 4.16%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, resulting in a significant level of risk. The relative strength index, measured over 14 days, stands at 78, further amplifying this risk. Additionally, a sell signal has been generated from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Palantir stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators show positive signs. Despite being in a downward trend, we believe the current levels may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for the stock to perform well in the near future. However, due to some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have adjusted our conclusion for this stock from a strong buy to a buy candidate since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears undervalued. For trading on the 2nd of May, we anticipate that Palantir will open higher by $1.26, starting at $117.46. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to be responsible for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you success in your trading endeavors, and may you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.